going on, fitness community? I hope you're all well. In this lesson here, we are going to go over how to plot support and resistance zones. The main goal for me in today's lesson is to show you guys that are new to Forex how quick and easy it is to plot these zones and how simple it is to get started with some technical analysis on the very basic level. So without further ado, let's get into it. So very simply, a support zone is an area of price in the market where there are more buyers than there are sellers. So therefore, buyers take control and send price upwards. A resistance zone is very simply an area of price in the market where there are more sellers than buyers, and therefore sellers take control and send price downwards. So how does this look on a chart? Well, if we look at this chart in front of us here, we can see that in this resistance zone here, at this price level, sellers took control and sent price downwards. And at this price level as well, sellers also took control and sent price downwards. Then at our support zone below, we have buyers taking control and sending price upwards, and buyers also taking control and sending price further upwards. So now that we know that these zones are areas of significance in the market, we can now make future trading decisions based off of this market data, as I'm going to show you in TradingView. So let's take it onto TradingView now and get a closer look about how we use this in our technical analysis. So if we look here on TradingView, this is a plain chart, and I'm going to show you how we do our support and resistance analysis really quickly, really simply, and yeah, let's get straight into it. So here on a monthly, what I would do, I would take our rectangular tool, and I'll be looking for monthly areas of support and resistance on this time frame. So first of all, I would look here at the bottom and see this is a support. So I would plot our zone like this, nice and widely across. I would start it from the body there to the bottom of that wick there. And it may seem like a small zone, but when we zoom in onto the lower time frame charts, such as the daily and the 4 hourly, you'll see that the zones are still fairly quite big. So yeah, we'll put that in a blue color as well, because that's what we do here at Phoenix. We make sure our monthly zones are blue so it stands out. I would then copy and paste that quickly. And the next area of resistance I'll be looking at is this area up here. So we would do the top of that wick there to the bottom of that wick there, covering that whole zone like that. Next, I would take it down to the weekly. And the weekly area of support that I'm looking at would be, if we copy that there, be this area here, where we can see 1, 2, 3 rejections. So I would put it from the bottom of that wick there to the top of that area there. And I would make this a green color, because that's how we do our analysis at Phoenix. We have our weekly, daily, and 4 hourly zones in green. So that would be my weekly support zone. I would then take it down to the daily. And on the daily, I would be looking at an area of support here. So if we zoom it in here, I'll be looking for, if I just take this up here, the bottom of this wick there to the top of that wick there. So we see we've got 1, 2, 3 rejections on this zone here. So that's a nicely lined up support zone. And then my next port of call would be, this is a separate lesson in itself, but I would put in our trend line here when we're doing our analysis. That strikes me there. Nice counter trend line. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches that trend line. I would then take it down to the 4 hourly. I would zoom in here and think, where is our 4 hourly areas of support and resistance? And straight away, I can see we've got a zone here. So I'll go that wick there to the top of that wick there. Nice 4 hour zone there. And also, I can see that we have a nice 4 hour zone up here where we've had a couple rejections off here. And I would do it from the top of that wick there probably down to the bottom of that wick there. So as you can see, these are our zones, and I've just plotted them in around 2 minutes, say. And it really is as simple and as clean as this, guys. It doesn't get much easier than what you're seeing here. And once I've plotted these zones, we now know which areas in the markets are areas of significance. So now I would then place my trades around this data. So straight away, I would say that the two scenarios that I could see playing out just from looking at this here would be, we'd get a rejection off here like this, and then we would come back down to this zone here, or we could see something like this play out where we come down without even rejecting, and then we either going to get a break or bounce scenario where we get a rejection off here like that, retest, and then come back up to this 4 hour zone, or we break through, then get a retest of this zone, and then we look to travel back down to our daily zone. So as you can see, from plotting these areas of support and resistance, very quickly, very simply, you are able to make trading decisions based off of this market data. I hope this lesson has been of value to you guys, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.